Now, you heard Colette with her fond memories of Christmas and Joe speaking to us yesterday. And as we know, some of the Christmas lights are up already on the streets and around towns and villages around the county. Some retail premises decked themselves out with decorations already. But when exactly is it acceptable to put up decorations? Well, Barry joins me. Barry, good morning to you.
Hi, Fran.
And lovely to talk to you, Barry. You don't do decorations at all. Is there a touch of bah humbug here?
Maybe. I don't know. I just don't see the point. Look, let me tell you what it's like when I'm 47 years old, right? And my dad is 90. Now, let me tell you what it's like when a middle-aged man and an elderly man live alone together. 90% of it is just grimly getting on with it.
Mm.
Right? If a speck of joy appears on the horizon, one of us will rise to the occasion and stamp it out. My dad doesn't even like the little red light that comes on under the television when it's down standby mode. You know, that's too much cheer for him.
There's just too much sense of celebration about that, is there?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't stop it.
Yes, I know. So Christmas, I was reading an article you wrote for the Journal some time ago,
I did, yes.
and there's a real touch of bah humbug about this, and I really was taken with the kind of comments you got afterwards. They didn't enjoy your piece.
No, I was commissioned by the Journal to write an article from the atheist perspective, right? Because I'm an atheist, whoopie Jew for me.
Yes.
And but I think they were expecting some sort of attack on religion or something. But instead, I just took all the well-loved, the best-loved aspects of Christmas and utterly trashed them for the purposes of humour.
Right. Okay.
I think a lot of people took me seriously. One lady said I should. I don't know if this is like the right time, but she said you should do us a favour and kill yourself. She said.
My God.
And this same person 3 minutes later said, in that same exchange, I don't know why the writers of these articles don't come in and talk to us more often in the comments section.
Oh, for God's sake.
I said, well, I think I might have cracked that mystery,
I
though.
think so, indeed. Some other people under the comments, they said, did somebody pee in your cornflakes?
Yes.
Another person described it as a caustic rant, like a moody
They did caustic, well, that's fair.
So they completely misjudged your intention, or did they?
Well, you see, I live my life with so much irony and sarcasm that I'm not entirely sure myself what's sincere anymore. I'm just trying to make people laugh.
Right, well, you certainly made...
I was trying to be funny.
Yeah, you certainly made me laugh with it anyway.
That's good.
You said it never made sense to you at all. You see, how much of this is true now and how much of this is satire?
That's true. I did have to sit my parents down one year and explain the whole thing about Santa Claus.
Yes. Okay.
And it was terrible watching their little faces fall, you know. I mean, it's, no 9-year-old needs to have that in their life. But sure, look, they had to find out someday, didn't they?
One of my favourite lines in the article is that you feel that there's a special place in hell reserved for the sort of person who is so full of seasonal cheer that they say things like Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I can't. There's just... And you know what happened? I linked to that on my social media, and of course all my friends said, oh, I'll see you on Christmas Eve. So I don't talk to them anymore.
I see. Is that the way it is indeed? Yeah.
Do you wear team socks, Fran? You might as well just tell me now.
No, God, no, I don't.
Okay, good.
I don't.
Then you're okay.
It was insisted some years ago by my lovely daughter that I would wear a Christmas jumper, though.
Well, now, you see, you have kids.
Yes, I do.
I can understand engaging in all sorts of meaningless gibberish if you have kids. I get that, lights and colours and so on, that's fine.
Right.
But for grown-ups, there comes a time when you stop making a big deal about these things and stop worrying about birthday parties, and that age is 10.
But I'm imagining you're home at Christmas, and I have this sort of Charles Dickens kind of an idea about it with old Scrooge there, and is that the way it is?
It is, yeah. With fingerless mittens, we turn down the paraffin lamps on Christmas Eve. With the
snow pelting down outside and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? My ex-wife, she hated Bounty Bars, but she loved Christmas. So from her point of view, what we did is when we were still married, I'd throw up a tree with a few lights on it every year, and then she'd stay on for another year. But I didn't do it one year, and here we all are.
And that was it. You feel rather strongly about Brussels sprouts.
Oh, come on. Really?
I actually love them. I love them.
No, you don't. Stop lying to your listeners. They can tell from the tone of voice when you're lying.
No, I do love them, but there is a caveat, and that is they have to be boiled to death. They have to be.
Oh, yeah,
really
sure, yeah.
squidgy.
If you take everything that makes them a Brussels sprout and remove it, then they might be palatable. I grant you that, yeah.
I never thought of that, yeah. And
nobody has Brussels sprouts, and nobody eats, I guess, a bit, but not much. We don't eat turkey outside Christmas because it's the worst of the meats, and we don't eat Brussels sprouts outside Christmas because they're the worst of the Brussels sprouts. And why would we need cranberry sauce and ham and lots of gravy to
what have you got
it
against
otherwise?
cranberry sauce? Sure, isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need that to take the edge off it.
Oh, off
There's
the
nothing wrong with
taste.
cranberry sauce. It's the fact that we need it to disguise the taste of this horrific stuff.
Right.
Like any normal roast chicken dinner is superior to what we get on Christmas.
You
as far
see,
as I'm
I
concerned.
love turkey as well. I'd eat it every day. I love it.
The lies continue, yeah. That's fine, yeah. You can lie your way through Tipp FM all day and all night, friend. I don't mind.
Do you know, I've been sort of attacked on this programme all day today. It's just
I'm sorry, am I just adding to the...
You're adding to it, indeed,
Fran,
yeah.
I'm sure you're delightful.
Tell me how I'm wonderful. Every house should have one. Tell me this, Barry.
Every
Please,
house does have one, friend.
please tell me you give gifts, at least. Do you not give something to your dad?
No. Can you imagine?
What do you
He's
mean,
90.
no?
What can I give him that he hasn't already dismissed? No, I can't. I referred in my article to the whole ecosystem of gift giving as a counterproductive viper's nest of social expectations. I can't stand it. The whole thing annoys me.
I see.
So if you give me something you think is nice, what you've actually given me is the expectation of that I'm going to first of all appreciate it when I don't care, and secondly, I have to give you something back.
And would you not like, I don't know, extended family members to come and say hello and visit and hug you and stuff like that?
Really? You want me to expose myself to that sort of humiliation? Is that what you're asking me to do? What are you up to these days, Barry? What's going on? How come you don't have any children every single year? Where are the kids? Clickety-click, you're 47.
Yeah, you want to get on with things, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to be hearing that.
Right, I see. You're destroying Christmas for all of us now, you know
I keep
that.
my loved ones at a distance, as far as possible away from me.
Right.
And for their own benefit, you know.
I'm beginning to understand that, Barry. Funnily enough,
Find yourself, yeah.
What about the cost of it all? I mean, is that part of your sort of?
Well, I mean, it's not. You mean the commercialization of it?
Yeah. Well, what it costs us. I mean, we're forced into buying everything and anything for it, I suppose.
It's what Jesus would have wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, our credit card debt that we can't repay until April. It's what he would have wanted.
Do you know? I thought it was sarcastic till I met you.
Yeah, that's it. I get a lot of that, yeah. Well, I thought I was an asshole until I met you, but I get a lot of that, yeah. No, look, I guess it's nice to have lights and so on because it cheers people up during what are these definitely dark times, right? But I don't know if the best way to deal with the despair we're getting over energy prices and climate change is to have a bunch of lights going full metal jacket all around our houses in our town, you know? Maybe more research needed on that.
Stop trying to apply logic to any of this, will you, please?
You get a load of rubbish and a load of, jokes, and you get one logic. That's the deal.
I don't know. Right, please tell me you're not really like this, and this is some persona that you're adopting. And
well, like I said, I've been doing this irony and sarcasm thing for about 30 years now, and I'm not sure myself. If anyone figures it out, let me know.
Absolutely.
My dad has gone wrecked with me. He doesn't know what's going on.
I feel for him. I really do.
Yeah.
Are you still writing, or did this put people off from having anything from you?
Well, yeah, I write all the time, but people, I think, my audience would value cynical sarcasm.
Right. Okay.
Someone once described my writing as constantly trashing on everything, which is fair, I think.
Well, I only have the example of one article, and that, I'd go along with that so far anyway.
The rest of it is pretty much like that, Brad.
Well,
but it's supposed to be funny. I want to make people laugh, even if it's cynical.
It's hugely funny indeed. And people can see that. It's still up there on the journal, isn't it?
It is still up there, yeah, despite
if you want a laugh, and if you're of this disposition, I would highly recommend it to you because it's fun. But you were taken aback by people taking it absolutely.
I was taken aback by the sheer violence of the threats and the menace and the physical threats, and I don't know how they're attenuated through internet comments, but I was taken aback. I mean, I knew I'd get a negative reaction from people who don't understand how satire works, but I didn't expect death threats. You know, like how does one guy not digging Christmas affect you at all? You know,
I know. I just love it, Barry. It was a delight to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time today. My best to your poor suffering dad as well.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Barry. Bye bye to that. That's Barry Purcell there. I enjoyed that.